This is Marlon. He's doing what 99% of real estate investors struggle to achieve, generating over $100,000 in revenue in just 90 days and closing over 3 to 4 deals per month now. But his journey didn't start in a high rise in Miami. It started in Cuba, where he learned the art of the hustle by selling anything he could get his hands on, in a country where there was nothing. As an immigrant, he brought that same relentless drive to the US in 2012, working 6 years in Missouri factory while harboring the dream of building his own empire. After a market shift that cost him over $30,000 in the flipping world and losing millions of dollars in flips, he didn't quit. He pivoted to Jacksonville. He moved to Jacksonville and turned wholesaling into a high-fee system. In this video, we're diving into how Marlon landed 7 contracts in just 3 months by mastering the chef mindset. And he continuously gets 4 contracts a month, crafting offers that solve sellers' problems instead of just chasing a check. And he only spends about $3,000 to $4,000 a month, which means that his return of advertising is over 6 to 7x ROI. We'll discuss why he refuses to outsource his property comps, how he's maintaining a strict $20,000 minimum assignment fee, and his blueprint for scaling a team to 20 deals a month while going nationwide. Buckle up as we go behind the scenes with the man in the immigrant that had nothing to come to the US, and now he's making a lot of money in real estate, turning himself into a millionaire in the next few years. Let's go. Brother, welcome to Miami. I know you want to make this your new home. You're in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Crushing it. Over $100,000 in revenue generated in the last 90 days doing lead generation with social media. So I want to give you an interview and we do a podcast. I also want to give you this right here, this wine to celebrate. I'm going to get this wine here with you. I'll come and show you the place where how I help all these other 1,000 investors generate a really good leads. This is Miami right here. So obviously Miami is where the money is, and that's why I'm here. You want to move to Miami?
Yes, man.
It's because you want to make a lot more money.
Let's do it.
You want to move to Miami, right?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
What's the plan?
Okay, the plan is have a consistent deal close monthly. So after that, we can move here and then change, the whole lifestyle.
How many deals is that you generated? That's bastante. How many deals is that you generated in the last 90 days from leads from online marketing?
There were like lock deals.
How many contracts?
Oh, contracts is about like 7 contracts.
7 contracts.
Yeah.
And how many have you closed so far?
3 of them.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. How big is each deal for you?
Okay, each deal, one of them was 65, the other one was around 15, and the other one 33.
Wow, man, that's big. Congratulations on that. Let's talk about this. I have a podcast, The Entrepreneurs, because you came to visit me, and I appreciate that. I don't take that lightly.
That's good.
And tonight, we're going to party in Miami style.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, brother. Marlon. I think you have a singer name, right?
Yeah.
You're a singer?
A singer? No. Why say that?
I don't know. I think it's like singer name. Anyways, thanks for coming here, Miami, in the Entrepreneurs podcast and the headquarters for Get Sellers. I know you've been working with us for a couple months now. This is the first time I meet you in person. You're living in Jacksonville.
Yes.
You have hired someone in Remote Latinos. Also, you have been generating leads from social media. I think these are Facebook leads or Google leads?
It's Facebook leads.
Facebook leads.
Yeah.
And you have gotten about 7 contracts in the last 90 days. Closed already 2, right? Yeah. 1 about to close. 1 is like 65,000. The other one is 25,000 or 15,000?
15,000.
15,000. And the other one's going to be about 30,000.
Yeah.
So in total, over 100,000 in projected revenue in just 90 days. Plus the other contracts that you're working on, yeah. And you have a hire, you hired very fast. So I really want to talk about all of this, but first I want to meet you, okay? And I want everyone that is listening right here to get to know who Marlon is. So tell me a little bit more about your story. I know you're Cuban.
Yeah, yeah. My name is Marlon Luis. I came to the U.S. In 2012. So, but I didn't came to Florida. I was living in Kansas City, Missouri, especially in a small town called San Joseph. So it's little small, and we used to work there in a big factory for 6 years. But I always wanted and have this idea of start a business or doing something for myself and not working for somebody else. So which is we start with this idea. I start just with this idea, watching videos on YouTube and how to be a real estate investor. So and I while I was working, I start watching some real estate videos,
Yeah.
to understand a little bit how to start and things like that. But it wasn't easy because I didn't have any guidance to start right away. So, but anyways, I was watching those videos.
Nice. So when you came first to the US, you always been one to build your own business. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you build something in Cuba?
Yes.
What do you build?
Okay. I used to sell in Cuba everything that that you bring to Cuba. You can sell it because Cuba there is nothing, as you know. And I used to travel to Ecuador for 3 years, and then bringing a lot of stuff, clothes, electrical stuff, and
Yeah.
selling all that in my town. So which I was growing so fast
Yes.
in that
Okay.
business. So that was my model and my mindset that, where I started from.
How do you fall into wholesaling houses?
I fall into that the moment that I start flipping houses, because when I first started in real estate, I started as a flipper. And then, being in that world, I start meeting these wholesalers locally and doing a lot of joint ventures with them for the properties that I didn't like. I became the number one, the number one in their list. So the moment they got a good deal, they send it to me. And if I didn't like the deal, I used to JB with them and then sell it to another investor that I knew. So that was my way to get into the wholesaling business, but as a part-time, never as a full-time like I'm doing it right now.
And so back in the day, you used to flip mostly and JV the rest,
Yes.
right? Why didn't you go into wholesaling first, and why did you go into like flipping?
Okay. I started into flipping because I like it more this idea of turning something ugly into a beautiful place for someone else.
Yeah.
And I didn't, I wasn't interested in, I don't know why, into doing wholesaling myself directly. And it's just, I just started as a flipping,
Yeah.
as a flipper.
Okay. So you like the process of turning something ugly into turning something good looking. So you didn't really want to just flip paper back then, flip contracts.
Yeah.
You wanted to be very hands-on. But you told me that the market changed and made you lose a lot of money.
Yes.
I think you lost like $30,000 when the market changed and shifted, something like that.
That was those $30,000 that I lost. It was only in my first fix and flip deal that I made.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you start noticing that the market has shifted with, like the flips, the houses were not selling, or you were not finding any deals? What was going on?
Okay, I never had a problem. The problem that most investors have, I never had this problem that was finding good deals.
Okay.
I always been able to find deals that match the 70% rule for a fix and flip.
Yeah.
For a fix and flipper, I never had that issue. My problem was to selling these properties after COVID hit, and we had that, that fast market in Jacksonville that you could sell the properties in only one day. But in 2022, the market started changing. But it was at that point, it was my first time getting into a market shifting. So I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
And I thought that always gonna be the good market, and I wasn't ready to switch and adjust the numbers, based on the market.
Yeah. Who's the person that made you go into wholesaling?
I think after all these issues with the fix and flipping that couldn't get sold, I started digging into what should I do in order for me to make sense and work in this market. And then I find you on social media, and I start watching these videos of you talking about social media and how you could find those good leads every month and things like that. And then, I got so interested about it, and I connect with you guys, and yeah.
Wow. So before us, you were not trying to generate your own leads.
No, I was getting all these leads from local wholesalers, and then I used to do JV with them.
Okay. So the entire lead generation and sales to homeowners was an entire new thing for you.
Yes.
It was fully new.
Yes, fully new.
Okay, got it. I heard you say to Omir that one of the few things that you actually wish you did earlier, but you knew it was good to do, was getting a mentor and a coach or someone that can put you a guide or some sort of game plan. Who was that for you?
Okay, for me, when I first started, it was nobody. I was learning from YouTube, and then my mistakes after, because I got something that I'm not scared about actions. So at the moment that I start understanding the business, right after that, I was executing what I learned.
Okay.
And mistaking, and those mistakes were my mentors. And when I got something that where I don't know something, or I miss a piece of something that I want to do, I don't stop until I master that.
Okay.
So that was my
So you have a lot of hustle inside of you, and a lot of power of will, where no matter what's gonna happen, you're gonna figure it out.
Yes.
Right. So you know yourself. You have that internal power, right? It's a good trait of like entrepreneurs that don't give up, because like it's hard for an entrepreneur to give up when the market turns. And you're as a flipper, sometimes as a flipper, you don't think as a business owner. You think more like, okay, I'm gonna buy something ugly and I'm gonna turn it into something new. But ultimately, you don't think of it as a business, right? You just end up being a contractor. You just end up being a freelance of your own business, independent thing. But even though you have crews, you don't end up like building systems and teams and things like that, right? Now, coming to wholesaling, I mean, 7 contracts in the last 9 days is pretty amazing, especially for someone that is new going directly to homeowners, and also someone that, like, English is not your first language.
Yes, it's not.
And you live in a city where there's not a lot of Hispanics. I know Jacksonville is like the north part of Florida, and you still were able to beat the people that say, oh, ads don't work, or it's hard to make it out there, and all these leads suck. You were able to make it happen. What do you think was separated you from those people that say that when you talk to a seller from ads, it doesn't work, and that these people are asking you for crazy prices? And what do you tell this people? Like, what do you do differently?
I think one of the things that is been working for me is the follow-up on the leads, because sometimes they say no, or they're not ready, or they're not too motivated, and that doesn't mean that the lead is dead. So you gotta keep following up until they open to negotiate with you, or think about how thinking. Like I got a saying that for this new business that we are doing, I'm thinking and I'm telling them, that we are like a chef, okay? And they are our clients. What are your needs? So based on your needs or what you want to eat, if I were a chef, we want to create uh, our offer. I know some leads, and some deals are not gonna be a deal, but thinking like that is helping us to create something that help them, and help them to solve the issue and the problem that they have, and not only thinking about what we're going to make. We are trying to build and offer them a win-win deal that can help them first, and then also, of course, help on us.
Yeah. And I mean, what do you say right now? It's the biggest thing that you do want to follow up because a lot of people struggle. That why do you think other people suck at following up and you do a really good job?
Okay, they think the first moment that the homeowner, that the new lead says no, or they are rude to them and they finish the call, they think they cannot, make a change on their mind, just changing the way they are saying things on the phone, and then they don't call them no more. And after a few weeks, if you go in and check the property, they sold the property for lower than the offer that you present to them. Why is that? Because you didn't follow up, and you didn't, you wasn't able to tell them the exact words, that make them understand and change the way they were thinking at that moment, and they never, lower their guard with you.
Yeah. Where have you been learning these skills to help people lower their guard, following up with the right words, using the right approach? How have you been learning this?
Okay, the good thing with Hessel Media is that you guys not only providing us, the marketing campaign and how to organize the CRM and and also providing us the lead manager that is from you guys. You also every Wednesday help us with a training cell calls with someone experienced on the business exactly for real estate sales. So we learn every Wednesday a lot of how to overcome objections, what to say to the homeowners and things like that, and that's been helping us a lot, to
Yeah.
clarify and say the right words, and
Yeah.
more or less.
So tell me, you're 39, right?
Yes.
About to turn 40.
40.
Which, by the way, you look like you're 28, which is good.
Thanks,
You work
man.
out, stay young and strong. What's your mission as an entrepreneur? Someone that is building a wholesaling business, and someone started to seeing some success, started to seeing some traction, and you're not giving up. So I'm pretty sure you're not. This is just getting started. So what's your mission at the end of the day?
Okay, my goals with the business, or
Yeah, what's your vision?
okay, okay. My vision here with the wholesaling is we want to build a big team where we can be able to achieve 15 to 20 deals a month, uh, and also be moving to other type of real estate businesses, like bigger ones like commercials and things like that. But yeah, for this business in particular, that's what we are chasing and getting prepared
Yeah.
to get better and achieve these goals that we have.
What do you say is one of the biggest failures that wholesalers normally make when they start this business that don't really make them successful?
I think is like in other businesses, they start without anyone who helps them or anyone who already have a system and can help them. Not only you can be hustler, but that's not enough. You need to follow the steps of someone who already is achieving what you want to achieve in the future. So I think it's guidance. That's the most common, mistake that.
Yeah. And are you finding guidance right now with, well, obviously you went to YouTube University and now you're getting into every Wednesday call on with NAPQ, right? You obviously have like a client success manager. Is there anything you're going to be joining? Is there like a program, coaching, mentor that you're thinking of going?
Yeah, I'm thinking someone that I've been following and repeating his system that I like it so much. I don't know if I can say it here because it's not gonna be for free. But yeah, he's one of the biggest wholesalers. They are in California, and I think I'm gonna start joining with them because I like the way they talk to leads and
Yeah.
also the volume they have, and it's right there where I want to go because they
Yeah.
are doing it so well.
How are you using AI right now in your business?
I'm not using it at all.
No?
I'm just following with you guys and the system that you guys are creating to start to add those tools to, like the appointment setters, AI appointment setters and things like that with you, but I'm not using it right now.
Wow. But you use ChatGPT
Yeah, of course, yeah.
for like almost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you use ChatGPT to do the comps, and how do you get the
No,
comps?
man. No, I do the comms. Those numbers I do them personally.
Yeah.
Myself. I don't like the way other person or
Yeah.
AI do it.
How have you gotten such big deals in Jacksonville? How do you make it so big?
I think it's because I used to do these deals and I believe in these type of thick checks because I already made them. The biggest check that we've been doing in wholesaling when I was doing it as a part-time, it was $104,000
Wow.
in one. So I know it's not every deal you can get that, but I know it's real. And
Yeah.
I think my open mindset can get me, to that point. Because my minimum number, when I do the numbers, the minimum fee that I got is $20K.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that if I'm gonna make $10K, I'm not gonna get the deal. Of
Yeah.
course not. I'm not gonna leave any money on the table.
Yeah.
But that's my minimum doing the numbers, $20K.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, at the end, there's only 3 ways to grow a business. It's like you get more deals, you get bigger deals every time, and you get repeated deals from the same customers that you're getting. So the buyer keeps buying from you and always will buy. You have referrals from sellers and give you other referrals. And that's what, ultimately helps you grow. Those 3, right? So you already know how to get big deals. A lot of
Yeah.
people can't even, for the love of God, get a deal above $10,000.
Oh man.
No,
It's not that I'm gonna say no to a $10,000 deal, but that's not on my mind. My minimum is $20K, and if it's less than that, it's like a bad deal.
Yeah.
It's my way of thinking.
Of course, that's a good way.
Yeah.
You started like that, or like from day one of her starting a wholesaling business, because you already did it part-time, and you know that you can't waste so much energy and time and effort for a small deal when it takes the same amount of energy and effort for a big deal.
Yeah, and a crazy thing, when I was doing a part-time wholesaling business, I wasn't spending any money in marketing. I wasn't doing the calls. I was just doing like a disposition part, and I was doing consistently without a system $100K a month.
Wow.
The whole 2024 year was every month 100. An average of $100K in JV deals.
That's crazy. Man.
'cause
Are
I
you
had
still
buyers.
doing JV deals as well?
Now, not that much, because the people that used to work with me, I don't know if their business is slow or I don't know what's going on, but sometimes I get some of them. But I'm more focused now, like I told you, when I want to do something, I focus 200% on this, and now I'm more focused on creating my system.
Yeah.
And building this new business that I'm just start as a wholesaler
Nice.
and trying to go like we already did like 2 weeks ago, going nationwide. So that's what I'm focused on.
Okay. Let us know how that goes for nationwide as well. It seems like you're having good success. You took some markets that already were doing a good amount of deals, and that were being sold some deals. I know you have also good partners and friends that know how to do nationwide, so that's a good thing, because nationwide is like an entire different beast as opposed to just being local. But it seems like it's been working for you, right?
Yes, man. Yes, totally.
So the next step is for you, like, increase the ad spend, add Google Ads as well. Reinvest your money into better marketing, right? Have your time allocated just to close more deals consistently. I think that's what you should be doing, and start building those systems before you start choking from so much work and operations that need to be done, and then leads accumulated, and then all those things start falling through a crack. Come every Wednesday and every Friday to the office hours. We'll go over like a lot of business things, and maybe we'll jump into like some sort of hot seat, and we'll put a hot seat. You bring your top 3 business problems to the hot seats on Fridays, and then we'll have people like 7-figure business owners come and ask you questions and ultimately help you solve those things.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Sounds good. Sounds perfect.
Yeah, man. So how can people find you in social media? How can people find?
Okay. I'm in Instagram as Prop Invest 2019, and in Facebook, the multifamily guy.
The multifamily. Okay, nice. So you're getting into multifamily too?
Yes, man. Yes, that's the goal.
That sounds good, man. All right. If you like this episode, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also share this with a friend. It only takes about 60 seconds to do it. If you liked it and you have any questions, reach out to my brother here, Marlon, and also write a question in the description or in the comments below if you want to learn something about this. And again, if you like this, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Help us with the thumbs up button. So it helps the algorithm show it to more people see it, and you help more people. And then if you want to work with us, there's a link in the description below. We'll talk to see if it's going to be a good thing for us. We'll see if we're a good fit. And if we are, we'll probably get your Google Ads or Facebook ads, Instagram, Facebook ads to put together in the next 7 to 10 business days. Or you can buy leads in the lead package. Go to getsellers.io. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, brother, for being here.
Man. Thanks for taking me. Thank you.
Okay.